Okay, guys, let's start with this. I'm going to do one small trick over here. I know that at times you don't have the complete attribute with you. Okay, sometimes you have to bridge the gap. Okay, here in this case, it would have been great if we had received product ID as an attribute, but since we don't have it, we are compelled to use something like a subcategory over here. Okay, but a subcategory, something like paper. If I filter this as paper, okay, how many products appear in this paper? So I can see over here there are so many different types of papers which exist over here. Is that right or not? Right. So what do you guys suggest? What should we do to bridge this gap?
So can you repeat the question?
So I don't have the product ID over here.
Yeah.
You agree with this, right?
Yeah.
So Rishmi, before our this call, she suggested that we should go on a subcategory level, do the analysis, right?
Okay.
Now, my question is that if I take one subcategory like paper, and if I look at the product names over here, there's so many product names over here. You guys agree with
Okay.
this? So,
Yes.
what do you guys suggest? What should we do in terms of getting this analytics out? Okay, should we add
What
a
is
product ID or should we go with the product name?
what is the objective to find the product name or which states
No, no.
of which
My
countries
my
are
objective my objective over here is to find which is the most sellable product for them.
So I think sub product name would help.
Product name would help, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my point. So, uh, in our usual data, if we had product ID, we could have gone only with the product ID directly, and then we could have linked it some way. What kind of product is it? But here, within one paper, you can see that there are so many different kind of complicated products. So let's go with the product name. Let's see what happens with the product name. If it works, it's fine. If it doesn't, then we will shift it to some subcategory. Okay, let's look at this now. Um, so I made the summary over here. Okay, this is called as the country level summary. Let's make it country summary. Okay. So anyone who wants to know on a country level what's performing, they can click on this country summary. I'm going to do a small cheat code over here. If you guys permit, I'm going to copy this particular thing. I'll say create a copy. See what I did is I right click on the sheet. I said move or copy. I clicked on this and then I selected the sheet which I'm interested in copying, like country summary. I click on create copy and I click on OK. So in that place itself, I got a new duplicate sheet which I had already worked on. I'll change this from country level to product level. Okay. And now there is a good chance that the products are so many that this graph may not stick out to that. Okay, it may not be able to provide us with that level of data. Okay, so let's look how we can try to work out with this graph. I'm going to keep this graph separate. I will also change the header to product level data and I'm going to use this pivot, the same pivot. Okay, now tell me one thing, as I'm covering this concept, if I want to look at what range of data is this pivot covering, how would you do that? Can anybody help me? What range of data is this pivot covering? Okay, समझ लो किसी ने आपको pivot बना के दिया है. and you want to see ये pivot कौन सा source data से आ रहा है, कितना range of data पकड़ा है, how would you check that? Do you know? Do you know the technique? Sorry?
No.
No. Okay. What I will do is I will go to pivot table analyze. In this, there is a change data source. If you click on this, it will take you to change data source option. Here you can see that the source is coming from the order data table. Okay, because it's an Excel table, it's not showing you the range, it's showing you the entire Excel table over here, which is data range. You can see at the border there is a dotted line. Do you see that? Or you don't? It's a
Yes, sir.
green
Yes,
colored
sir.
border line, right?
Yes.
If you follow that dotted line, okay, and if you go right till the end, you will see that the border, the dotted line exists till the end of data. Okay, that means it's covering the whole data set over here. All right. So that is how you check the range of data. You just click on OK. Now here, I would like to see the field list again. So I click on field list. Now instead of country, I don't want country, I want the product name. So I'll just select this. I'll go to the product name. Where is the product name? Product name is right over here. Product name. I select this product name. My God, look at that. Look the way my chart looks like. Do you think it's good? इसमें किसी को कुछ समझेगा?
नहीं.
Only thing is, you can see, ये है
Like coronavirus.
बड़ा. It's like coronavirus. That's nice. Okay. All right. तो ये coronavirus जैसा लग रहा है. Okay. That's a nice way of looking at things. So I just click on this. Yours.
Sir, but if you can arrange it in descending order and just take the top 10 and then chart,
Correct, correct.
make a chart out
That's
of it.
that's what I'm trying to do it right now. Okay, that is my plan. So I just purposely wanted you guys to think in this particular way कि कैसा होता कैसा है. So I just go on this product and I say sort on largest to smallest. So once you do this, so this graph nicely fits in now. Do you see that? किस तरीके से वो ऐसा एक exponential curve की तरह ऐसा बैठ गया हो. Okay, now here you can see that Nokia smartphone full size was the maximum highest amount of product. Hamilton Beach Stove Silver was the second highest product already. Cisco smartphone cordless was the third one. Okay, so if I'm interested in the top 10 only, okay, how do you deal with this top 10 now? आप वो top 10 को कैसा filter out करेंगे? Any suggestions with you guys? Any idea? Come on, come on. At least use something out of the box.
एक minute, sir. I am not able to.
Are you performing at the same time?
Sir, sir.
Oh, great.
No, sir.
No. Yes, sir. No, sir. क्या हो रहा है?
Hey,
आराम से,
actually,
आराम
I'm at Nasik and I'm sitting
से.
at a hotel.
Wow, you're in Nashik. Great
Yeah,
dedication.
I had to check out from this hotel and shift into another hotel. That's why I said by 12. Then again after 12:30 is the checkout time. So I'm only carrying my
Okay.
laptop for
No,
work.
I'm sorry. I won't exceed too much. See,
So
I
no,
will
no,
just
it's fine.
see. I'm just going to show you the
Top
the
10.
option. आप देख सकते हो ये pivot filter को जब pivot को मैंने row labels पे गया, I go to the value filters and I say top 10. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
So once you click on this top 10, it will give you a prompt that the product name, top 10 item sales amount by sales amount. So what do you want the top 10? By the sales amount.
Product.
And when I click on OK, I get only the top 10 over here. And this graph looks so better. अभी इसके अंदर order date का कोई मतलब नहीं है because you are looking at top 10. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you have the order date or not. You can just click on the top 10. You can probably shrink this particular space and you can bring it something like this. So this is how your draft will look like. Okay, let me know if you are able to see this, understand or comprehend this correctly. Any confusion in this?
No, sir.
Right? One small thing I would suggest you is a thumb rule. Whenever you create pivot, ये देखो ये row level दिख रहा है आपको? हाँ, this is looking very shabby. ये किसी को पता नहीं लग रहा कि कौन सा attribute हमने data से उठाया हुआ है. So what you can do is you can go to design, you can click on report layout, and you can say show in tabular form. The moment you do this, actual attribute name जो हमने pick up किया था, वो attribute name यहाँ पे आ जाता है. And this is how your pivot is complete. You can show this instead of this as a product, top 10 products. Okay, that makes your top 10. Now, if you want to see the top 10 customers, same way. आपको कुछ नहीं करना, आपको सिर्फ ये copy करो इसको, make it a copy of this, go towards maybe product के पहले, okay, and then you can say top 10 customers I'm interested in. Okay, and here you go back to this design pivot table and click on field list. Instead of product name, you will bring customer name over here. Okay, ये customers आ गए आपके. अभी वापस जो खिचड़ी पकाए यहाँ पे कोरोना वायरस का. Now you can sort this amount, largest to smallest, and then you can click on this. You can say instead of this, top 10. What if you are not interested in top 10? You are interested in top 20 or maybe top 100. Okay, and just click on that. So your top 100 customers are carried. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion on this?
No, sir.
Abhi,
Sir,
आगे
I had one question.
Yeah, please go.
Initially, when we started, you said from the Word doc, you can transport it to Excel. So, for example, it is written format of name, category, subcategory, etc., etc. When you're preparing the Word doc also, when you put a comma, it has to be in the same order. Only then Excel will pick up and make a table.
You're talking about comma separated value file?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Okay, for comma separated value file का कैसा है मैं आपको बताता हूँ एक second. Let me show you an example of it because I didn't have it readily available, so I was not trying to show you that. But let me show you what exactly a comma separated value file looks like. Just a moment. Nice.
Like you took our name, then maths you took, then
Yeah,
third
yeah.
standard you took, and the marks you took, right? So
Yes.
it has to be in the same format always for every name, or it can be zigzag like.
It can be zigzag also. It doesn't need
Still
to be in that
Excel
way.
will pick up and make a format out of it.
It
in form of
should,
table?
it should. Lekin you can't create, ये CSV files are created by the system itself. They ask for a delimiter. They say कि आपका delimiter क्या है? And based on that delimiter, the Excel is able to segregate this data into different columns and different rows, and then able to give you the complete Excel file. Maybe in the next session which we conduct now, I'll show you a CSV file. And using that CSV file, we'll import that CSV file and we'll perform this analytics on that. Is that fine with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sure.
And one with the error also when you import, if there is an
Okay.
error, then
Okay,
yes.
sure. So right now I'm going to share this file with you guys. Okay. Spend a good time on this. Okay. If you have any issues with regards to the graph, with regards to pivot, please let me know. Graph ka tension मतलब graph ka we will have a one exclusive session on graph. We have 4 more sessions left. So उसमें से एक session will be dedicated only on graphs. One session will be on some more data formulae related kind of things, small tricks जो छोटे मोटे होते हैं वो, and then there will be 2 sessions which will keep only on revision and on doubts clearing. Okay.
Sir, I have missed upon the basic. I have just done one class. So when
No
can we
worries.
cover that?
We can cover see on 12th I'm on leave on 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'm on leave on these 4 days. So if you have time, let me know. I can pick up. See, I think 13th and 14th we anyways have a class and that is going to be the winding class. But if we can have a small session on 12th, whenever you're free, maybe after hours, maybe in the evening also I'm fine. Whenever you're free, let me know. I'll be able to pick up a small session with you on the basics of Excel.
Yes, sir, please. I have time, so we
Sure.
can connect because basics was the primary objective to understand
No
Excel.
worries,
So
no worries.
from
Pakka,
that.
pakka. No worries. Okay, but did you guys, hope you guys enjoyed this session on data analytics? I'm sorry, I wanted to start with XLOOKUP also. It didn't work because my Excel doesn't seem to be supporting XLOOKUP. But I will try to configure something and try to get this thing done for you. But are you able to understand this data analytics of how actually you get the data, you study this data, and then you perform different slicing and dicing? Data analytics is nothing but just slicing and dicing your data. So basically creating pivots and then creating summary out of it. और उसके आगे यहाँ पे usually we write something like a commentary which explains what this data is all about. That's it.
Once we do it, possibly it will be more clear.
Yeah. Please go and
Sir,
do it.
what homework should we do it? What homework you want us
See,
to do?
I don't want you to be limited to this. What I suggest is everyone thinks in a different way. Okay, so probably if you think there is something new which you can come out with this particular thing, maybe somebody wants to do an analysis on a city level. Okay,
Yeah.
how does a city look like? Maybe on a region level, maybe
Correct.
on a category level. Which category should I order more? Okay, should I
Right.
order more paper or should bookcases or art? So those, or maybe on a segment level, which segment is performing better, home office, consumer or corporate? So you can do
Correct.
all these kind of analytics on that. One important thing I'm going to show it in the next session will be we will use Power BI, although it's not a part of our syllabus. Okay, but I want you guys to think a level ahead. Okay, we'll take this data, we'll put it in Power BI, and it's very simple. Okay, it's the same. Maybe when we cover this charts next time, during that session, after covering those charts, you will be more confident and you will see how those charts are used in the Power BI. It's same. The chart which you see now on the top, यही same view आपको Power BI में दिखेगा. Nothing is different in Power BI. हम लोग सिर्फ drag and drop करते हैं और उसको use करते हैं and we just show the data visualization of it. But you will see the power of Power BI, how it comes up over there, how it turns out over there, and you will see कि amazing तरीके से वो कैसा एक new look लेके आता है. Okay,
Right.
sure. Anything else apart from this? Rashmi, would you be
Sir,
able to? Yeah.
Sir, one more thing. You had suggested chandu.org as one of the, anything else that you suggest that we should go through for having more
See,
clarity?
there is MrExcel.com. Okay,
Sorry?
which is actually MrExcel.com. Okay,
Okay.
it's called mirmrexcel.com, which is actually a Bill Jalen करके एक बहुत बड़ा बंदा है, who is a very famous for Excel related queries. तो वो अपना एक forum conduct करता है. Is what they do is, if anyone has a question on Excel, they post a question on that, and then somebody or the other will reply on that forum. Okay, so that is how these forums work. Even chandu.org, he does certain things on his own, like a class, and he will publish it very good with notes. Why I suggested chandu.org is Chandu helps in explaining the formulas and explaining how that logic works. Okay, look at the templates which he creates. Don't look at just कि ये चीज ऐसा किया है, index match कैसा किया उसने, but look at the template. He also uploads a template of Excel. Download those templates, go through it, and see how he has created a logic within the template. That will extend your skills on how to practically use Excel formulae, Excel things, and try to make it more interactive kind of templates. Okay, वो एक बार आप try करो. It's really amazing. Nothing else is required, other than that. We stick to two good resources and they will give you ample amount of help. बाकी सब जो है, like what I do is, I'll just show you one small thing. What I do is, like, just a moment, I'm showing you an example. Let me show you how I do this. Uh, there is this stamp called as okay. Let me share my screen again with you guys. Maybe this thing, the browser. Yeah. Let me know if you are able to see my Excel screen, the browser.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when I run any query, I'm not someone who claims that I know everything. See, I just run some keywords and I click on enter and then I follow some sites. There are some good sites like this site, the stackoverflow.com. They are very good with questions. If you have any questions with regards to VBA, Excel, anything, okay, and if you get a link which says that okay, this question is covered in stackoverflow.com, visit this site. Very good people are there, which explain you how this particular question is tackled. Okay, there is some kind of good sites like something like the spreadsheet guru. It's okay. Excel champs भी okay हैं, but something like this. See, यहाँ पे क्या है? ये देखो mrexcel.com आपको दिख रहा है? mrexcel.com. Okay, mrexcel.com is basically these sites are more driven from troubleshooting point of view. If you get stuck somewhere, if you're not able to understand the error, you just take the error, put it over there in the Google, and just use this mrexcel.com or maybe this stackoverflow.com. 110% you will get the answer resolved from that, because these two have got very good genuine users who are ready to help you, ready to give you all kind of solutions. If someone or the other has faced the same problem what you have faced, and you will see the answers will keep on flowing. Just use those answers and you will be on your, on your self mode and working with Excel. Just have some that confidence. Once you do the analytics on your own, the analytics which I showed you today, अगर आप खुद ही वो करोगे तो आपको खुद को एक कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा कि हाँ भाई, this is something which I can do it on my own, and this is just data. अगर ऐसा ही कोई data और देगा, so you can keep on doing it. Maybe there is a site, I don't know if you have enrolled for the site called Gallup.com. I think this is the site, yeah, Gallup.com. Uh, I don't recollect the name, but I think this is the site, yeah. ये site है ना, US का site है. Okay, you are able to see my screen, right? Hello? Browser दिख रहा है ना आप लोग को? Okay. So ये एक US का एक site है. This US site has got so much amount of survey data that they have taken from different markets across US. आप कोई भी एक data को ले लो यहाँ से, and then you can put your email address on this and you can sign up. Every weekly or monthly basis, you get a data extract from them. You can download that data. You can keep working on different things like employee engagement, global emotion, women's health. हर एक के बारे में data है इन लोगों का. You can take that data and then try to create a pivot summary out of it, and then try to understand what that data is trying to say a story to. What story is it? If you are able to comprehend the story, you're done. That is what is called data analytics. And it just, that's all you have to do, nothing else. You can see over here, ये pivot देखो हम लोग ने बनाया. They're saying negative experience index. ये, it has world is unhappier, more stressed out than ever. It has moved from 25 or 24 to 33 over a period of 14 years. More and more negative experiences are coming. So how have they made this particular thing? So it's just about reading graphs, reading how different kind of data was picked up and analyzed in form of graphs. That's all is data analytics. बस उसको story read करो, more articles पढ़ो, आपको अच्छी तरीके से समझेगा कि data को कैसा present करना है in terms. That's it. And moreover, whenever you're working on time related data, okay, which is over a period of time, there is some data which has been covered, always use line graph. Thumb rule ये है कि always a line graph is used for anything which is over a period of time. Okay? Any confusion on this?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay, this Gallup.com is a very good site. I would suggest you guys please go and visit this site. You know, keep on reading something new. आपको अच्छा data मिलेगा. You will know how people are trying to analyze this data, and then अपने आप आपको skill set अपने आप pick up हो जाएगा. This chandu.org is another good site. Okay, Mr. Excel.com is another good site, and Stack Overflow for troubleshooting. लेकिन ये last का जो sites मैंने आपको बोला, Stack Overflow and Excel is more from troubleshooting point of view. If you want to learn the concept of how to make templates, build templates, chandu.org is the best. Okay, and if you want data, like आपको पता नहीं है कि data कहाँ से मिलता है, so if you want some professional data, go and pick up this data from Gallup.com. You will be able to pick up anything. यहाँ पे अगर मैं women's health पे जाऊँगा, I will be able to download certain kind of data from women's health and I can work on it. Okay? और कुछ नहीं, आपको stocks के ऊपर काम करना है. Are you able to see my Excel file or not?
So now we're able to see the Gallup.com.
Okay. It's small thing. I know we are just got 11 minutes above. लेकिन एक छोटा सा चीज है. अगर आपको Excel दिख रहा है, मुझे just give me a thumbs up that you can see the Excel. In this Excel, you can go and click on data, and within this data, you can click on from web. And यहाँ पे आप URL भी डाल सकते हो, and from that web you can download any kind of stocks related data also. So अगर कोई stock market index का कोई data है, you can put that URL over here. It should go and fetch the data from the URL and produce it on the Excel file for you. तो आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको कहाँ जाके data study भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. It will go and sort this data or pick up this data on its own. Nothing, data का कमी नहीं है, बस आप ready हो with your tools, with your data analytics, nothing else, nothing is going to stop you. Just आपको अपना mindset change करना है और उसको उस तरीके से apply करना है.
Sir, I have a simple basic question. If suppose 10 friends go on a picnic and individual person has contributed some amount, at the end, if they want to divide and see who has to receive how much or who has to pay how much, how do you manage this on Excel?
this is called damages. Okay, we use the term called damages. हम लोग भी ऐसे करते हैं. When we go for picnics or we go for parties, we contribute and then one person pays and then we do the damages on this. तो आपको चाहिए तो मैं आपको template भेज देता हूँ damages का.
सर
It's very simple.
ये थोड़ा बेसिक चीज है, जरा बता देना क्योंकि ये
Okay,
तो इम्पोर्टेंट
sure,
है
sure.
डे टू डे लाइफ. And and it's not necessary only one person contributes, maybe 3-4 of them have contributed, but it has to get deployed between 10 of them.
Okay, sure, sure. मैं आपको next session में वो damages का template भी cover कर लूँगा. तो basics जो Excel में हम लोग cover करेंगे उसके अंदर ही damages हम लोग cover करेंगे.
हाँ सर. और
Okay.
daily savings and investments, how do we manage those, and how do we look at Excel if we want to look at the compounding effect, all these things which are really required from Excel perspective and in your day-to-day life. If you can just take one session on that, will be great help.
Sure, sure. So you can just let me know what exactly are the sessions you are looking out for, templates you are looking out for. Maybe I'll cover those templates in particular, like damages, like compounding effect का एक होगा. Anything else if you have in mind, then please share it on WhatsApp and I'll create that template for you. No issues.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, sir.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
good weekend. Okay. And Rashmi,
Thank you.
please take care. Recover soon.
Yeah, Rashmi, get well soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
So,
bye.